the health and stuff. Byron gets caught here with a stun as well as a taunt, which is not good. I'm pretty much keeping them off Byron. I'm trying to block Rammus's ball too, but he was close enough that the AoE damage hit Byron. But yeah, the health I get from Phage is generally enough to keep me surviving long enough for the early game. I'm not the best CS hitter in a duo lane. I'm much better in a solo lane. I'm a much stronger player in the solo lane because I can focus more on my opponent as well as farming, and I can just do an equal amount of harassing and stuff. In a duo lane, I'm play more of a support role, even if I'm not a support. Just because I tend to get my kills more from assists. As you can see, I have 2 assists already. So does Shen. Italy has 2 kills, and Byron has 1 kill. So for their build-wise, Twisted seems to be going AD. I'm not sure. He has a Sheen, so he could be switching to APM. I don't remember what he built. Jax hasn't even built much anyways. Rammus is just building typical tank. And Heimerdinger is building pretty standard. Sona's building pretty standard, although Boots would have helped her a lot, even if it sacrificed on her Philosopher's Stones. Now I jump on Rammus to block his roll. I could have used my flash too, but my jump was up, so I didn't really want to waste my flash. I tell Byron to back out because we don't want to be fighting in his turrets, as well as a minion lane was coming up. And even at level 8, unless you have the right defense and stuff like that, the right amount of armor or magic resistance, you generally get hurt really badly by minions just by themselves. So I'm deciding what to buy. I believe I finished my Phage here. No, I think I'm waiting for something. I think it's like 725 gold I need or something like that for my Phage. Oh, no, doesn't look like it. I do start building my magic resistance just because, generally speaking, a lot of them do magic resistance damage, even though Twisted and Jax would be probably building AD, even so that a lot of their skills do magic damage. So I just want to get a little bit of magic resistance. Plus, it would help against Sona's harassment. So we're back to the farming game. And just last hitting as usual. It's still early on in the game, and we have a ward there, so I noticed Twisted going off on his own, so I'm getting ready to chase. But then I decide, you know what? Let's keep Zona zoned out. You know, Kog'Maw's under his tower. He's not too in a bad state, and Kog'Maw's just excellent at farming as far away as possible. He doesn't really need to be right there. So I'm not focusing too much on last hitting. Generally speaking, I'm much better at last hitting than this video shows. Right here we can actually kill Sona, so I get my charge ready, and I get my stun ready. Now the thing with a nice spear there. The thing with Jax is you have to know how to play him really smart. I use my exhaust on Twisted as well, make him pop his. So you notice a lot of the times when I'm about to gank someone, I use my stun skill, which lets me dodge attacks for 2 seconds and then releases a short stun. As you can see here, that's what I did right here. Even though I get stunned, I pop my magic resistance just in case. But the reason I pre-use my stun is for when I hit that jump, right when I get on top of them, it stuns them right away. Rather than me jump on them and they have chance to maybe stun me back or flash out of the way, I stun them right off the bat. So their lane's gone, I know that, so I'm pretty much safe in, just pushing the lane up. I do ask Donovan for a heal, just so I'm for sure safe. But so now we're gonna poke at this tower, but now is the time to sort of start hitting the tower, get a little bit of damage on it, just to make them a little bit more wary. At this point, it's time to just watch out, and it was a nice hard-hitting spear there. They popped a ward in here too, so they already know we're in this bush. Donovan's pretty much got blue buff, so excuse me, all he's gonna do And it's Twisted failing with a blue card. All he's going to do is focus on just poking more. So I don't even have that much items, and I'm still hitting for quite a bit. Reason being is none of them are really building defense. They're all focusing on their offensive items. One thing people don't understand, even if you're playing someone like Twisted, like who's a ranged AD carry, it's nothing wrong in getting some defensive items before you build your offensive items. You know, as a player, I always love when opponents never build stuff like that. They just build glass cannon. But at the same time, you know, I hate it when teammates do that. Kog'Maw is pretty much mid at farming. You know, nothing's really happened mid. Heimerdinger is a little bit too hard to gank unless you're got the right setup. So Luke's pretty much just farming. He's a little bit ahead of Heimerdinger. They're both 0-0-0, but Luke's doing a bit better in the farming game. Sorry, drink and drink. So right now it's 7-2 kills. We're quite far in the lead. Jungle probably should have been getting Dragon a bit more, but I mean at this point, when you're winning, you don't tend to focus on those things that much, even though you should be. You know, it's a nice habit to get into. So knowing they don't have a jungle, we're pushing the lane up, and we know their lane's not here. Although generally speaking, you do want to get a ward for this bush as well as in front of Dragon for dragon control. But their lane's gone, so we decided just to take the tower because it's about time that the laning phase is over and we want to start focusing more on ganking other lanes. Mid gets ganked, and they start diving. They pretty much pop everything, and they do get a kill, but at the cost of jungle. And oh no, they don't. I guess it's too bad. Now I probably could have flashed in and jumped on him, but you know I'm a pretty cautious player, and I don't like to jump on things unless I know for sure. You know, a lot of this game's pretty much just playing smart. If my philosophy for this game is pretty much if you know how to play the game well. Oh, here Twisted comes and tries to save the tower. Kills Admorp, I believe. Oh no, nice heal from Nidalee. Sona tries to get us, but she fails. I jump in, not realizing that a lot of them are there, so I back off. My philosophy is if you can play mechanics well, you know, last hit, know where to put wards, know when buffs come up, know when to initiate, know when to fall back, etc., etc. If you can do all that stuff well, you pretty much won the game. Here I am just trying to get them off the tower. I get taunted, but my dodge skill pretty much negates a lot of damage. You know, it's better to rather become excellent with champions. It's better to become well at just playing the game. So I mean, if you're good at with one champion and can play the game well, I'm sure you can just grab another champion and pick up the game again. So bottom is getting naturally pushed back out again, but I believe it's okay. You know, we know that they were starting to push, being a little bit more aggressive at mid, so we decided to just hang at mid and make sure they don't take the tower. Top's pushed up naturally though too, so it's sort of an even trade for top and bottom. Excuse me. Bottom we at least have, you know, the tower down. So normally I wouldn't have this less of CS, but you know, Nidalee and I pretty much split the amount halfway of what we should have. Twisted ports bottom, I believe, to try and take the tower, and I think he does take it, because I don't get there in time, and you know, there's no sense in using stuff like flash to try and get closer. I go around the safe way, the longer way, just in case someone was waiting there. Jax goes back up top while Sona's holding down middle against Shen and Nidalee. See, this is what I like. I like when there's a lot of farm here, and I can pretty much just free farm. Here's where Sheer shows me last hitting, like how I normally do it. actually like paying attention to when I should last hit and stuff. So it's two split, 2 mid and 2 top right now. So I know there's nothing to worry about. If Twisted came and ganked me, I would be fine. But he goes middle to help their middle out because we're putting on some pressure on them. So I'm pretty much free to farm, and one thing you don't want is someone like Jax pretty much free farming, because once he does get his items, he becomes a wrecking ball. Now I just want to push the lane up because I see that they're pressuring mid, so I'm going to counter pressure. I want to put pressure mid so that my lane will naturally push up to their tower, and I want them to have to come to bottom so we have a chance at getting mid. You know, a lot of the game is counter pushing and pushing. Rather than just kills. You know, I think people need to start focusing less on kills. Now here at mid, Luke goes and almost gets killed, but luckily the rest of our team's there. Byron misses a dragon jump, I guess you can call it, but no worries, he still got a kill out of it, and it was towards our carry, so that's a plus. And so they have to go back. So we can jump them. We're all pretty tanky, and I know that we can jump them. So here I pre-stun. I got him stunned, but I wasn't close enough to use to block his roll. So I did have to use my flash, but I still got the kill. Now Jax, I don't know why he tried to 1v1 me. I did have my stun up. I did have my exhaust up, and I don't know if he knew that. But it gives me a double kill, so I'm pretty much not really fed, but that was a lot of gold towards me. And I see Kog'Maw near Heimerdinger. He's in a little bit of trouble, and I go in to help him. I was about to jump in there and steal the kill, but I wasn't sure if he could get him or not. But they surrender anyways. It was a done game. You know, we just snowballed. Once bottom was done, we were able to push and pressure other lanes. So that was that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I tend to go off key with this stuff just because what I'm watching sometimes may take me away from what I was actually talking about beforehand. So I apologize for that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. I will definitely be out with more of these in the future, as I'll be just recording after commentaries and trying to sort of talk to you guys about the game. And just give tips here and there to help you out in your own games if you do play League of Legends. Definitely send me a message too. Maybe we'll get a game going together. I'm starting to play a bit more, as well as Tribes Ascend. So be sure on the lookout for more of those videos. There'll be an annotation on this video for our main site at Bagogames.com. So be sure to check that out for news, previews, reviews, and a lot of good stuff, and a lot more. As well as there'll be an annotation for the previous video. And I'm not sure what that is. I believe it is my Tribes Ascend update video. But, you know, a lot of people upload stuff to that channel, so I do not know. But like, comment, subscribe, you know, tell me what you think about this League of Legends commentary, and if you guys want more, if you guys want me to do a specific champion, let me know. I do have pretty much all the champions. There's about 10 or so I don't have. Those are mostly the 6300 IP champions that I don't have. But if you do want a specific champion, let me know, and I'll definitely get on that. Or if you want to do smaller videos like jungle videos or just jungle tutorials or anything like that, let me know as well. But this is Michael from Bagogames, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.